Hey guys, my name is Trent Pablo, and today we are going to be reacting to Joyner Lucas, Devil's Work 2. As far as what I know of Joyner Lucas, I don't really know that much about him. Know that he's a pretty good rapper and he's like a good lyricist. The one song that I listened to was with Eminem. It was "Lucky You," and that was pretty much the only song that I listened to of him. I know that he's like a really like pretty good rapper in like the industry. Um, And for me, I'm not really like a big like bar heavy kind of person. Like I'll try to like like find them if I can, get them. But the most part, they'll probably go over my head. But if I catch some, then I'll kind of point them out. I know that like he's pretty underrated in like the industry, and that's all I know about him. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out and see how it is.
Guess we gotta try this again. Dear Lord, I know that we've been here before. It's been a long time, I hope that you don't slam the door. I try to walk away, but there's some shit I can't ignore. I could be wrong, but seems like you don't even care no more. Cause since our last talk, you ain't playing fair no more. And when I pray, it kinda feel like you ain't there no more. I still don't understand why niggas who deserve it dies living, but the ones who ain't deserve it isn't here no more. And no, I don't want no one else to die. Instead of trading souls, I got something else in mind. There's a lot of moments that I wish that I could change. I could fix a lot of pain if you help me out this time. Maybe we can undo all the damage, press rewind. Reset the clock and make it so some niggas never die. Or maybe fix all the mistakes of those that's still alive and give them all a second try. Erase that Will Smith slap and turn them back around. Or wait till they get backstage so they can have it out. Or maybe make it so that Chris chose a different joke, a different topic, something Jada won't be mad about. Matter of fact, let's talk about this shit I'm sad about. When Pop Smoke accidentally leaked that address out. Lord, you know the streets crazy, how you drive the ball. When you know niggas keep a target on these rappers now. And give us Kobe Bryant back, we a mess without him. Take back the day he ever stepped inside the helicopter. Make him take the car instead and forget the chopper. Maybe take a different route or get a different driver. Can't believe you took his daughter and she left behind her. It's kinda hard to see the positive and that's the problem. I know you don't make mistakes, but I was hoping you'll erase that bullshit so his family won't be left without him. And I wish I could fly to Russia on a different mission and make him pay for putting Brittany Griner in the prison. Or maybe you could bring her back to February 17th and you could take the CBD so she ain't flying with it. Or maybe change that 9 years and give her 9 minutes. Or better yet, change the laws so they can stop tripping. I know that's a lot to wish and it ain't my business. But until you grant my wish, I ain't gonna stop wishing. But Lord, listen, this shit irking me. Now how you take PMB, that shit absurd to me. So many questions about that shit and it's disturbing me. That niggas can't eat waffles without security. And niggas can't work hard and go buy some jewelry. That one hurt to see. And by the end of the song, they gon' try to murder me. And if they do, I hope my fans take it personally. I know you hear me talking, Lord, don't be curving me. Won't you take us back to Kylie Jenner's party? Before them shots hit the floor, before the bullets ricochet and leave it dripping more. We don't know the truth or if we misinformed, but either way, take it back and make Tory hop inside a different car. Broke my heart when DMX died, I hit the call. Feel like that nigga was an angel in a different form. Might have had a drug problem like
Wow, it's a pretty deep song so far. I know a lot of the topics that he's talking about are kind of like pretty much like within the last couple of years, honestly. It's crazy like what's like happened with just in a few couple of years, a lot happened. And I know a lot of people don't like talking about it. They kind of just like just like it would happen, and then people like talk about it for a little while, and then like the next day it's kind of like gone. Oh, it happened. We just gotta just keep moving forward. But it's good that like he's like giving like awareness to like what happened, and what could have happened, like what maybe should have happened, to those people, because a lot of those people like they don't like they didn't deserve that, and like you can feel it like now, like how know like how like sad the world is, because like if things were just differently for just that one instance, then maybe things would have been so much different now. And I think a lot of those people would have wished that they would have like I wish a lot of those people were still here today because like they did a lot for like the world and you know they they changed the world for like a lot of the positives. Um, like a lot of those people that he was kind of talking about, I pretty much like grew up on them, like Kobe Bryant and um, like Will Smith and what happened in that situation and all these people, and it's kind of crazy to think like what happened, because a lot of these people like like when we were kids, they just seem kind of like invincible, like oh that would never happen, like a car, like a helicopter crash or all these crazy things happen. Like you would just think that it only happens in like movies. Kind of crazy that like actually happened to those people. So um yeah, I think it's really good that he's talking about this, kind of giving people a like telling him like no, this happened. So yeah.
Way, take it back and make Tory hop inside a different car. Broke my heart when DMX died, I hit the call. Feel like that nigga was an angel in a different form. Might have had a drug problem like he did before, but he was fighting demons, and I know that that's a different war. You must got a major ego. I ain't trying to disrespect or trying to play the hero. But when you took Takeoff, you took my favorite Migos. Look, I don't know how that makes sense, cause it makes zero. The fuck a wrong place, wrong time, that ain't Gito. Took that man right in his prime, that's playing Evo. When Tiny Luster died, I cried and played CeeLo. Cause I can't even watch Friday without saying Devo. You know this shit got me stressed, right? Staring at the Bible, trying to figure out who's next, like. Why you take the ones who ain't deserve it, see what death like. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine free, living his best life. Go back to the day that he took the stand and confessed, right? Tape his mouth shut so he never talked to the feds, like. Make him do his time so his niggas gotta do less, right? Make him learn from Bobby so he can know what respect, like. Lord, forgive me for my language and these bad words. But that Candace Owens bitch get on my last nerve. How you gonna tell me that what we witnessed on TV was a murder when we watch niggas turn his ass into Casper? George died from asphyxiation and that's a factor. Fentanyl or not, he'd have never died in his last words. While I cannot breathe, so really she gotta chill. Or maybe they should trade places so she can see how I feel. Little bitch got me stressed, God. Probably not prepared for what I'm asking next, God. Bring Ye mama back, cause he a mess, God. And he ain't been the same ever since Donda West died. Yeah, that's the day Kanye West died. First his heart, then his mind, then the rest died. And if your bank account is overkill, your soul could be broken still. Even the rich spirit money can't buy. I pray the heavens watch me. Rest in peace, Biz Marquis, you got peace. Young Dolph, King Von, Drake in your top 3. Black Rob, Troubles, Virgil and Shock G. Pat Stay, K Slay, and Fred the God G. She almost took Lil TJ, but I'm happy he got Lee. Lord, you even took Black Panther, that's not G. And when Sidhu Moosewala got shot, that shot me. Begging for your guidance on this ghetto earth. Frustrated, trying to understand how heaven works. I'm just hoping you can pull a couple strings and redo a couple things so maybe we can get a second turn. You took juice from us that forever hurts. But putting the blame on you, that'll never work. I know this ain't your fault, it's the devil's work. Devil's work.
All right, so that was Joyner Lucas, Devil's Work 2. That was a pretty like emotional song to listen to. Um, yeah, like I was saying, like in what I was talking about earlier, like not a lot of people talk about like what happened. They just it happened that day, and then talk about it for a little while, and then about it again. So like it's good that he's bringing up these people because they were important to the world. I believe everyone is important to the world, like whether it's big or small or something. So you know, yeah, those people were like really inspirational to a lot of people. Like Kobe Bryant was pretty inspirational for basketball players, and a lot of the rappers that he was saying, like they were pretty important to a lot of the like rappers, like a lot of the artists that are out now. Like they were important to them. So and it's unfortunate, like like one little misstep and they're just gone. I like the tone of the video. I like the message of it, and it didn't really need to be like a really like a double entendre, like complex song. It just needed to be like kind of up, like straight up front. And yeah, but it's crazy what happened because like a lot of that stuff is history now, and we can't like take it back anymore. And a lot of those things that happened to those people, they're still happening today, which is like a sad thing. And like it's we talk about like we change and we this and that, but just never really like helps anything. So hopefully, like eventually, like these people will kind of like show the light to that, and maybe the world will change eventually. Yeah, I really like the song. It was a really straightforward kind of song, and I like the message of it. Like I said, and he didn't really need to like have a lot of cadences and all this and that. He was just riding the beat and just you know speaking what was on his mind. Yeah. But anyways, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other song you guys want me to react to or anything. And yeah, thank you. Have a good day, guys.